Hello, hello everybody, my name is Alan Lloyd. The return home to the fortune, there is a figure in the sun. But if the sun bursts to this to heaven based upon a machine, it will orlate itself into the third performance. The network of one is the oil weight in the machine. The machine is BEF315 by the border. The third moon will switch off to the mode of Anna. In that day it is 10324. The 10324 is by selecting the hygiene to program the board to heaven based upon the machine. The machine is BEF315. The border of the fifth moon will develop the third technology for the position of in sector 3. If they decide to do so in relation to Surfunk, it is the equilibrium to share the network of 1. If the oil weight is 3 on time, 10 on time, and 4 on time by the border, the third moon is switched off to the mode of Anna. In that day it is 10324. The 10324 for the third encryption is a Trakasham. No, most of the words has been completed in relation to the honor, because in that day it is 10324. The 10324 by the border of the fifth moon will switch off to the mode of the Anna. In that day it is 10324. The 10324 is by selecting the hygiene to Instagram the 1st, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 8th, the 2, the 1. In that way, it is the independency. The independency for Google is the Tashkaman. The Tashkaman is a lawyer of 3 on time, 12 on time, and 4 on time by the border. The border is the fifth moon to develop the third technology. In this way, it is the co-finder. The co-finder will execute itself into law to heaven based upon the machine. It is BEF315. I'll be back in a minute. The border of the fifth moon will develop the third technology. In that day, it is 10324. The 10324 is by selecting the hygiene to Instagram the first technology. In that way, it is the co-finder. The co-finder to execute the laws to heaven based upon the machine. The machine is B12F215. In that day it is 10324. The design day 10 is the interlude technology for the position of in sector 3. Here is the simple things. Collecting things will help you guys to understand the messages of the compound to position itself into the alliance. Because when you collect things, you need to do the draft mode of the border of the fifth moon, because in that time when you have nothing to do in relation to Surfunk, you can share the majority of law. Each law is a message of the compound to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time there is no one in to look for the code. It is BEF315. Collecting the material will help you to understand the concept of art in relation to Surfunk. Because in Watson law, it is the message of the compound to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time, there is no way in to look for the code. It is BEF315. The BEF315 by the border is a Shakanan, or the thinking pattern, in relation to Surfunk. Because in this day, it is 10324. If you ever travel to the galaxy, you need to know the food. Each food will digest into the third and the fourth stomach pain. Each pain will be the kontankan. No, the word has been completed. See? For you to do YouTube, movies, actor, actress, sir, honor, sir, madam, woman, men, children, child, etc. You will need to learn how to do it in relation to the subject, because in that time it will remeasure itself into the subject and there will be timer. Because in the lapsing of the Pakana, it is the realignment of time for the sun. So Dr. T. Sandra in relation to Farquharson, do you have a message to compound this drink to know that when you drink, you can actually travel over the world. See? So when you travel over the world, how do you know that the composition will retype itself into door to heaven based upon the machine? Because the machine is BEF315 by the border, and in the third moon it changes. So when it does that, you need to know how to time lapse the quantum leap to phase itself, PHASES, to the retimer, And in that time it is the touch command. Particularly, the understanding of the traveler will interlude the first technology, because you need to drink, eat, poo, pee, etc. That will help you to know how to digest this drink. Any drink that you drink, you can select the favorite one that you like, and later on when you travel, you can easily select the internal frame. The internal frame is massive productivity for the produce productivity and to income the productivity. In that way, it is the fifth moon to divert into the economy. Each economy is the subject to know that the dancing mode is bore 12. In that day, it is 10324. The 10324 is by selecting the hygiene to Instagram the first technology, and in that day, it is 10324. Okay, most of the things has already been completed in my YouTube channel because I copied NASA. I ate, I drink, and I ate, and I record. Most of them are on a different channel. Cooking, learning. So in that time it is 10324. The design day 10 is interlude technology, the thinking shot. See? That's how it does. When you do too much in relation to knowing how to be a sentence of another man, you will Instagram the first technology. Because in time, when you know what not to do or what to do, you need to take a Jamana, the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck is the retimer in the lapsing to know when you need to relax before you can actually jump out of the galaxy. Because in the third galaxy, it is the Karkana. Particularly, the understanding of the life cycle will return home to the fortune, and in that day it is 10324. Selecting the hygiene will Instagram the first and the third academic result for the formula. Because in time, with the academic result for the formula, it will equalize the mathematician of physics in Jesus Christ for the mathematician. The mathematician the mathematician is an equine. The equine is the Akana. The Akana is the Tashkaman. The Tashkaman is the Batata. The Batata is the Tashkaman. The Tashkaman is the Tatala. See? When you practice too much Alan, you will not understand the concept of art to know that it does not send the seed through SAED. The intimer will lapse itself into transformation.